How's it going, everyone? Nick Templin here from Templin Scouting, and today we are going to be watching the highlights on Daxon Rudolph, who is my seventh rated player in the NHL draft for this upcoming year. So just initial thoughts before we get into things with Daxon Rudolph here. So my initial kind of evaluation on him is that he is a slightly bigger bodied two-way forward, or sorry, two-way defenseman who really likes to carry the puck in the offensive zone and create kind of playmaking opportunities from down low in the zone. He'll often receive a puck up at the top of the point and find a way to kind of get down low with it and kind of create a bit of a cycle, or get pucks to the net for waiting forwards in front. So he's a guy with good hands. He skates well, and he just came off of a really good playoff run where Prince Albert made it all the way to the finals against Everett, and he was quite good in that run. So without further ado, let's get into some of his highlights for this year. And as always, make sure that you check out the original poster of these highlight videos, Prospect Shifts, on YouTube. I'll have them linked in the description. Alright, so we're going to be opening up here with some Palinka Gretzky highlights there. That's him just off of the point there, just kind of breaking through a couple of guys rushing to him at the point, just to get enough of the puck to get it on net, or towards the net, which player in front is able to intercept and finish off. Looks like maybe Mel Ultra there. So take a look at the next one here. Jumps up in the rush there, as he likes to do, and he's very good at doing, and he's able to get a good finish there. Also on some recent Daxon Rudolph news, he announced his commitment to go to the University of Denver next season, which is going to be a really great place for him to further his development. Great job keeping that puck in his zone. My goodness, what a bat out of the air. Really good hand-eye on display on this clip. That's a bit of a risky play, obviously, because if you don't make that play, there's two guys behind you, 2-on-1 going the other way, but he does a good job to make that play. Now we're finally back to some WHL clips, and this one looks like it takes a touch, but it looks like it's also two Saskatoon players finds the back of the net there. Puck comes back in at the point there, and he just fires a one-timer. He's able to score there. He kind of one bouncer off the wall. He's able to track it and get a good
throws it back to the top for Rudolph. Tightrope walking. Rudolph sends this through traffic cross the save. Rebound for Heisey. Heisey wraps it back up and scores. All those power plays, and the Raiders finally break through with 1:04 to go in Hawinski's minor. 2:05 to go in the third. It turned out the Raiders did not need to pull the goaltender. We are tied.
That one looks like one that would kind of usually kill a play in the NHL, not usually one that would result in a rebound, but I don't mind it nonetheless. Good job walking across the line there to open up some space for his defensive partner here. He's able to throw it back, no look, which is really good, and right in the wheelhouse. So, like, if we want to compare kind of to what we were talking about with Carson Karls in the previous video, he was struggling a little bit with finding those wheelhouse passes, but then to watch Daxon Rudolph do it and do it no look like that, that's really impressive stuff. Yeah, and again, he's able to do it there. So, like, you know, that's a really important strength for these defensemen. If they want them to be able to play on the power play, they have to be able to find guys on the one-timer
back across
side,
Christensen
right
a little behind him, and now back up top. Raiders fire when they score. It makes a massive difference if you have to. And a power play goal here for the Prince Albert Raiders. They kick this one off.
There's another shot from the point through traffic, so another important skill for a defenseman, and I like that he's shooting low from back there on all these shots that I'm seeing from him. But if you're able to kind of get it through a crowd, those kind of seeing eye pucks that, like, Erik Karlsson was always known for. Again, like, he can really get a puck through a crowd at a good height for deflections, but also a good height where it's hard to track it as the goalie through the crowd.
Heisey comes the other way. Heisey down the left side, drops it back, puck out front. Rudolph, a backhander, and he scores as he backhands it through and crashes into Essler at the end. And the Raiders have jumped down to a 1-0 lead at the 9:57.
This season, a power play goal comes just shy of the 4-minute mark of the period, and just like that, this game is tied at 2.
And the goal is Lincoln Keane as it goes back to the line. Incoming shot from Daxon Rudolph is blocked across. There's Hurlburt, and he scores!
Just
J.P. Hurlburt,
looks a lot better than some of the
seconds into the game.
scoring for the CHL.
You know, like
JP Hurlburt had a lot of really good chances in the game.
And Rudolph,
like Carson Carls, for example,
brings it over center, sent up the left side. Oehring's got the lane behind the defense. Has Rudolph going to the front. Rudolph scores!
So, like, there's definitely things
stepping up into the play. Raiders saw something a little different.
But his highlights are probably some of my favorite amongst
Rudolph, top left circle, right circle, Boychuk, Rudolph, left side, shot, scores.
Like, he just, everything looks so
Daxon Rudolph rips it home for the left faceoff circle, 4-2, Prince Albert.
Yeah, nice pass across by Riley Boychuk.
Like if he
Rudolph, and he
doesn't
made
develop
no
that
mistake.
Game, obviously
and
that
no 9 minutes
quite
gone in
a
the
bit,
third period. Oehring drops it off left side for Rudolph. Pass to the high slot. Heisey has room to shoot. He does, and he scores a third straight power play goal for Prince Albert. Has them up 6-2.
Heisey picks it up in the
like along the wall. He's
high
kind of
slot in the
middle. Currently, the check now 2-on-2 the other way. Raiders drive it down.
And here's a good
Here's Rudolph, a shot.
Scores. I think that, you know,
bit of a knuckle puck that may have hit a stick on the way, and the Raiders are back ahead. It's 3-2.
In his career, I think maybe
if it hit a stick, it's Ethan McKenzie's
because he was a really high draft pick into the WHL and didn't necessarily show
looking back door,
all of it right away. But this year he really came alive, I thought. We'll see if they have any kind of playoff.
The Old Kings are going to fall in overtime here, 4-3.
Really took off.
Gets it down low for
come
Howe.
Playoff time, and it was really good to see
picks
because
it up.
the second half
Up
of
to
the
Rudolph
season
again. There's a shot through traffic,
start,
rebounding, bouncing, and Rudolph
that's
scores.
That's the player that you're going
and Daxon Rudolph makes it 4-0.
Again, you're continuing to see this
on a wrister from the blue line
for Cripps. Now right side, Boychuk back to Cripps in the middle. Cripps left side, Rudolph fires, and he scores. And Rudolph a body it in. Daxon Rudolph's 12th of the season.
There's a few bodies in front, and you're getting a nice low.
Daxon Rudolph
circle the net. Wayne GM Lions' first goal, his 8th of the season, scored by number 26, Hayden Arsenault.
There's the score right there. Daxon Rudolph.
Seeing some patience there as he walks around defenders, waits
able to go wide and then send the shot through traffic across.
Some guys will just throw that blindly
midpoint
on.
Rudolph.
He likes to get his head
one-timer, he
up
scores.
there. Really important.
Big shot
making those
by
shots
Braden Doobie out of the near circle. Posting in.
And again, you're seeing
short side,
the no-look passing, which is really quality.
Boychuk.
As I'm watching this, I'm
through the middle, coming in all alone. Backhander scores.
Oh
my goodness! What a beautiful goal by Daxon Rudolph. That's his 14th of the season. A power play goal for Prince Albert, making it 2-1 for the Raiders. A minute and a half into the second period.
Pretty goal by Rudolph.
These top defensemen
Doobie on the
this
goal
year. I think
line, back to left point, Rudolph, right side, Gorzinski fire save, made.
Anybody who gets him in the top 10 this year,
who was it? Was it Aiden Oehring in front?
Now
sends it for Rudolph. Rudolph trying to dance his way in. He's knocked off the puck, but Oehring gets it back to Rudolph. And now Rudolph finds Gorzinski. Gorzinski fires. Welcome to Prince Albert. Brandon Gorzinski has a hat trick in his first game in the Hauser.
On the back end, face off to the right side of Rocha. Wilkie on the draw. This one by Sievertson. He goes right side circle. There's a shot, fire, score. And Daxon Rudolph kicks the game off. And the Raiders take a 1-0 lead. Rudolph with his 15th of the season. And an absolute beauty drop. Now right side. Here's Rudolph. Works his way in. Comes in with some stride. Right side circle. Tight angle shot. He scores. And what a goal by Daxon Rudolph.
This looks like a
just picks a corner. And oh my, somehow
when you see the
gets this one to go. Works his way down low. And
absolutely a lot here. McKegarty stays with it, drops it back left side for Christensen. Back door, here's Rudolph in. Score!
His ability to just go to the backhand smoothly like that. We've seen it a few times already here. There just seems to be so much nuance to
Here's Sievertson back to the right side for Rudolph now. Rudolph looking towards the middle, cuts right instead. Rudolph now in front, they score! Maddox McKegarty's first goal in the Hauser! And the Raiders have tied this one up at 1. 6 minutes and 6 seconds in. Maddox McKegarty.
Cripps in the middle. Rudolph slap pass. They score. Deflected in. I don't know what it took a piece off of.
And Heisey's pointing at his skate, saying...
As Rudolph brings it ahead, right side for Gorzinski.
See him probably jumping up into the rush again
left
here.
Left side Oehring into the middle for Rudolph with a lean. And he fires! Scores!
Yeah, it just feels like we're watching constant NHL executive plays where this kid's on a run! This is a nice play, but it looks like he's
on three as Coots gets control. Into the middle for Rudolph. He'll skate right.
He just looks like he's constantly looking for the best play possible. Like the highest percentage shot, the highest
wasting no time on a 5-on-3.
And you know, the more I watch him, like,
down, and this kid has 19 on the season.
Such a strength in his game.
Shot here by
the other guys were saying, well, they're going to
control for the Raiders. Christensen up the right side, and Rudolph's back in on
Rudolph,
the attack.
Like he already looks
Rudolph
like
down the right side wall. Fire save made. Rebound. Score!
Great smart rebound shot.
Cork the bottle.
Look at this. He has his head up on the way.
His 10th of the season.
There's no
behind the net there off the left wall, bouncing
the
to the line. Raiders pull a shot, scores. What a rip by Halisher, sharp enough over the glove to make it 2-0.
Yeah, a little bit of an unfortunate bounce here off the rim around.
Maddox McKay had one great look already tonight. He recovers, gets to the point. Rudolph fires off the end boards. It goes in.
The bounce off the boards, like.
Daxon Rudolph calls bank in 5:18 into the first. He goes off the backboard and in.
The NHL level,
and the Raiders strike first.
Below the goal line, trying to send it out front. It comes to Rudolph at the right point. On goal, Timmy! He scores on the tip! And Brady Doobie has his 150th point in his WHL career. Christensen fires from distance. That one looking for a tip from Oehring goes wide. Rudolph now back in front. Scores!
Yeah, I mean, this is probably been one of the most...
Tips this one into the back of the net. Rudolph will pick up his 50th point.
Comes out loose to Coots. Coots now gets it up top. There's a shot from the blue line. And a good save. Rebound, they score!
This makes me want to...
And the Prince Albert Raiders kick things off here tonight and take a 1-0 lead.
Would fit in, like... Do I put him above Reed? I don't know that I will, because...
The Raiders.
I just think for
send
sure,
it in deep
like,
off the
there's
draw
no
as they
chance
win. Coming in, a quick shot, dribbles through, they score.
Chase Reed.
And Daxon Rudolph.
It's just hard to say. Like I just feel like
gets his first of the night and 21st of the season.
But you know, I think it's probably safe to say the ceiling on Reed is
back to that point for Rudolph. So Raiders playing with their forward units a little bit here as Rudolph brings it in up the left side. Stops up in the corner, back to left point for Coots. Coots waits, fires,
If you're thinking you want a guy who's going to step in the next season,
Brandon Coots from the left point.
Gorzinski spends a year at
sends it to the middle. Coots now left side. Rudolph with a lane. He'll fire. He'll score.
That release from the high slot.
22nd of the season. Raiders power play. 40 Shafter on the left side wall. Gives it back to left point for Rudolph. Rudolph through traffic. Scores! Daxon Rudolph. I think that way in clean.
Like, personally, I'm of the opinion that
right wall now, holding on to it. Gorzinski down low for Oehring. Out front, Rudolph. One time
ends up at 2 for them, because
Daxon Rudolph. 12th power play goal of the season. He's now set
defense is probably something I need to look at externally. But if they were to trade down and they ended up with Daxon Rudolph, I think I'd actually like it quite a bit for them.
3-on-3 overtime and a long stretch pass
to
Rudolph
like
with a little bit of space moving in, cuts in front and scores!
And he's jumping up in, looks like probably 3-on-3 in overtime there and leading the rush.
Overtime win. Daxon Rudolph plays the hero.
Of course, we started at the beginning of the show talking
and
about him.
Look, like he's a big body guy. Like,
our play specialist, great overall player, and works defense first.
He's a fan favorite in this city. Raiders have it. As Rudolph comes down the right wall, looks in the middle,
that's my favorite trait in a
scores.
defenseman, I think.
Maddox McKay will get it past the sprawling Kyle Jones, and the Raiders are first on the board.
It was a nice pass. Daxon Rudolph slides it out front. McKay left blocked, and Gorzinski gets it back to Rudolph. Rudolph sends it left side for Coots now. Coots to the front of the goal. They score! Who is it?
I think you can probably stop this early because I think it's going to be kind of more of the same from here on out, but you know, you're kind of hearing my opinion on all this. Like, this is an unbelievable prospect and a guy that I think has been maybe a little overlooked amongst these top defensemen in this draft. He's gonna end up, you know, being a pretty great player very quickly in his career, I think. Now, you know, I want to take the time to probably watch another shift by shift of him, see if there's a more recent one that's been posted, because I do want to take a little bit more of a look at his defensive game to see if that's kind of the gap that people are realizing in terms of why he's not one of the top guys. But I don't think that that's too much of an issue. Like, I remember watching him before and thinking, like, this guy goes hard for puck battles and corners. He is physical along the wall. He is able to box out in front of the goal. So it'll just be kind of a matter of, like, how good is he away from the puck? Like, how is he with his stick positioning? His, you know, is he taking away passing lanes and those kind of things? Can he block shots? So those would kind of be the next steps to kind of look at how well-rounded of a defenseman he is. But as far as his offensive game is concerned, like, this is as impressive of a showing as of any of the defensemen in this class, in my opinion. So I'm gonna try and get a few more of these out in a row this week. It's been a couple of weeks since I last posted, so I'm probably just gonna hop over and start recording the next video, which I think should be on either Smits or Hurlberg. Either way, I'll get both of them done pretty soon here. Yeah, I think it'll be Smits next. But yeah, for sure, if there's any other players that you know, you're looking for me to watch in the next little bit, definitely make a comment down below. And you know, if there are any requests, I can kind of jump them up my list a little bit ahead of just what is like the order of my rankings right now. And yeah, definitely leave a like, subscribe for more content, because the draft is coming here at the end of the month. So my final mock draft will hopefully come out just like a week before that draft occurs, or maybe a few days before, because I might wait and see some of the like pre-draft date trades to kind of determine more like accurate draft order for the actual draft day. So yeah, it's a great month to be involved with the draft content right now. So definitely right now is your best time to subscribe and check out some of the videos.